Welcome back, Nerd Squad, to Top 10 Nerd. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers. If you happen to be new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss out on all of our latest videos. Plus, leave us a comment down below with which superhero that you love the most. Before we get started, this video is sponsored by TopCasins.com. They are an online casino portal that informs you of the best online casinos on the market that are safe to use. Check out their video.
Looking for best casinos with individual bonuses after registration? Go to TopCasins.com website. It has collected best proven casinos with individual bonuses for the players. Do you like playing in a casino? With TopCasins.com, you will definitely play safe. The link is in the description below.
If you would like to check them out, their link is going to be down below. Now let's get into today's list of the top 10 things wrong with Superman. In at number 10, he's a snitch. During the Injustice Gods Among Us comic, we saw a dark side of Superman. After he killed Lois Lane, he became a cruel dictator of sorts. And after forming the One Earth regime, he attempted to stop all crime at any cost. Batman was one of the many people who refuted this and went on to form an underground resistance. Things got extremely petty between the two heroes, and after getting some intel from Robin on Batman, he exposed his enemy. He took to Twitter of all places and with 4 simple words, snitched on Batman. He tweeted, "Batman is Bruce Wayne." What a snitch. In at number 9, he thinks mullets are cool. The 90s will be remembered as lots of flannel and bad hairstyles for sure. Superman was no exception, as he went to the barber and asked for a business in the front and party in the back mullet. Sure, he's had longer hair in the past, but it was that cover of the famous Wonder Woman comic where we really got to see just how much he loved his new mullet. In at number 8, he destroyed military property. At the end of Man of Steel, we got to see just how poorly Superman treats other people's property when he took down a surveillance drone that was keeping an eye on the Kryptonian. Many were confused when General Swanwick called him effing stupid, but that's understandable considering the drone cost the military $12 million. I mean, he could have found a better way to handle this drone other than destroying it. This debacle only furthers the bad relationship that he has with the military, especially after the destruction in Metropolis in the fight with General Zod that led to so much property damage and the loss of innocent lives. In at number 7, he stole an identity. Not just any identity, Bruce Wayne's identity, and not just once, twice. In American Alien issue number 3, Clark Kent survives a plane crash and washes up near a cruise ship which was supposed to be hosted by Bruce Wayne. However, Bruce was too busy to make his own party, so Clark took on his identity when he was mistaken for the fellow brunette. He partied with other DC rich boys like Oliver Queen and even got down with Wonder Woman villain Barbara Minerva. The nerva of him. Plus, when Bruce Wayne confronted Clark in his apartment, Superman slammed Batman into a wall, then took his cape and even began flying around in a Batman-inspired costume. And at number 6, he's a bully. In the search for Swamp Thing number 2, John Constantine was minding his own business in Metropolis looking for his old pal Swamp Thing. When giant roots began popping out of the ground, Superman believed Swamp Thing was behind it and decided to rough up John for some answers. Constantine knew that Superman wouldn't be polite with him though, and humbled Clark real quick by putting a protection spell over himself in anticipation of his bullying. It's a sad day when you can expect that Superman will bully you for answers. Number 5, he's a vegetarian. Not only does he talk with his mouth full, but did you know that Superman is a vegetarian? I mean, ugh, gross. Technically speaking, he's a walking, talking solar panel as he gets most of his power from the sun, which means he doesn't really need food. However, he mainly does it to just keep up appearances. The strange thing wrong here is that he decided to become a vegetarian, which is weird considering that he's supposed to be an American superhero. America is known for its love of meat, so to some, being a vegetarian isn't exactly tradition. If you consider the way he gets energy, he's kind of like a plant, which means he's eating his own kind. Mind blown. Superman is eating his own people just for the show of it. Number 4, he's a bad father. During the Young Justice cartoon series, Superman and Superboy had a very awkward and cold relationship. Technically speaking, he was a clone of Superman that the Young Justice team rescued from Cadmus Labs, but still guys. Kal-El was excited to meet his clone dad, but Superman wanted absolutely nothing to do with him. He would only ever speak with him in brief bursts and as little as possible before flying off. I'm sure to go to the store for a pack of cigarettes. That's the story of most deadbeat dads, right? Bruce Wayne even tried to get Clark to mentor the young Superboy, but to no avail. When he asked his father for help with his powers, Superman responded with, "Batman's got that covered." So basically just go ask your stepdad is what he's saying. Number 3, he killed a friend. If I can lead you back to the dark and twisted world of injustice gods among us, we find the all-powerful Superman dictator ruling by fear, rage, and mistrust. Green Arrow thought that he could be the voice of reason, and against Batman's better judgment, he went to confront Superman at his Fortress of Solitude. Unfortunately for Green Arrow, Jonathan and Martha Kent were visiting, so Superman was already on edge. For some reason, Green thought shooting an arrow at Clark would distract him, but instead it just bounced off his body and hit Papa Kent in the shoulder. This drove Superman insane, and he went on to beat Green Arrow to death as a result. And at number 2, he hates dogs. At this point, it's quite clear that Superman uses Batman like a punching bag, and even in the cartoon Batman the Brave and the Bold, their altercations were no different. In the episode Battle of the Superheroes, Superman became infected by a red kryptonite that resulted in him terrorizing Metropolis. Batman then enlisted the help of Superman's trusty sidekick K9 Superdog to help fight off Superman until the effects of the kryptonite wore off. When Krypto hit his master in the back with some heat vision, Superman turned and decided to punish the dog. He called him a bad dog and grabbed him by his cute little doggy cape and then flung the K9 Crusader into outer space. So much for man's best friend. Lastly, in our number 1 spot, he beats women. Spanking is always a weird and creepy thing to see no matter what, but during the golden age of the comics in the 40s, there was spanking everywhere, and Superman was no exception. He loved to abuse women and did it quite often. It was never done in a sexual way, more like how a child would be disciplined in that time. Except instead of kids, they were grown women. In another strange case of Wonder Woman number 219, he battled the Amazonian while under mind control, and he believed that she was actually Doomsday, and while in battle, he broke her wrist. What a dick. And that has been the top 10 things wrong with Superman. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you happen to be new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave to join our growing nerd squad. Also, comment down below with your thoughts on this list, and for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is click that playlist on your screen. From Top 10 Nerd, I'm Johnny Rogers, and until next time, take care.